Welcome to Buckle Up Podcast Universe with Brandon Rush.
When my obituary is written,
yes, sir.
Okay, the thing that somebody will probably mention
yes,
is I hired Today's Show host Craig Melvin, all right, when he was in high school.
Yes, sir.
He was a high school reporter.
Okay.
All right. So if we look at Craig's career, first off, he has the gift.
Yes, sir.
All right. He can interview a president. He can do a cooking segment. Most people can't do that.
Yes, sir.
Right? But he can.
Yes,
all
sir.
Right. But Craig started out at the bottom. He was an AP associate producer on the overnight shift. Come in at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
He was a photographer. He was a kind of a trainee reporter. He paid his dues.
Yes, sir.
So when somebody asks that question, I always say, sure, go to the small market and learn everything that you can. And the thing about our profession, whether it's Hollywood, movies, TV, journalism, is most of the time the cream rises to the top. Not always, but most of the time. So you come in, you do a good job, and you get promoted, and you get another opportunity, and that has been my observation over the years. And when I had somebody as a TV news director come into my office right out of school and say, I want to be your news anchor.
Yes, sir.
It's like, sorry, kid. Interview over.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
You're not going to be my news anchor.
Absolutely.
But if you want to be an associate producer, or you want to fill in the blank of entry-level positions and prove yourself and learn something,
Yes, sir.
then maybe we'll find it.
Okay. Well, Professor Covington, I had to say that because you had this relationship with Craig, you've been so successful. Where this is going currently, we might have to be on your show pretty soon here, sir. But because you had Craig come in and speak to my school, seeing Craig up there doing what he was doing at that time, he was still here in Columbia.
Yeah, he was an anchor and reporter here in Columbia.
I talked about Craig for years. You've heard me talk to your classes how Craig inspired me because you brought him that far. So I'm not saying that you're still a young, strapping, good-looking guy.
Right.
But what you did by starting the thing with Craig, when Craig's moving his way up, I followed in Craig's footsteps, and then at the bottom is me making my way right now making my way back up to the top in my business field. Currently revolutionizing something that hasn't been done before. And because of you, I just got to say thank you, because had you not brought Craig, that might not have been that spark I needed to be where I am today.
Well, I remember and reporter here in Columbia.
I talked about Craig for years. You've heard me talk to your classes how Craig inspired me because you brought him that far. So I'm not saying that you're still a young, strapping, good-looking guy.
Right.
But what you did by starting the thing with Craig, when Craig's moving his way up, I followed in Craig's footsteps, and then at the bottom is me making my way right now making my way back up to the top in my business field. Currently revolutionizing something that hasn't been done before. And because of you, I just got to say thank you, because had you not brought Craig, that might not have been that spark I needed to be where I am today.
Well, I remember Brandon as a student. And when you're a professor, you have the A students who do everything perfect and you like them, and then you got the people who don't care and they don't come to class, and you don't worry really too much about them because there's no benefit to that. But then you have those in the middle. So Brandon kind of sat off to the side of the back, okay? A smart kid, but he wasn't engaged until midway through the semester.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And then midway through the semester, you became the best student in the class.
Thank you, sir.
And it was, as a professor, you live for that sort of satisfaction where not that you've done anything, but in this process, whether it's Craig or an essay that you had to write.
Yes, sir.
I remember the essay that captured your attention. It
Yes,
was
sir.
on graphic images.
Yes, sir, it was.
It was, exactly. I remember.
Yes, sir.
And all of a sudden you've been doing the essays for images. That when it came back was like, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
Where's this Brandon?
I didn't know. My dad, David Nathaniel Smith, was a student here as well, and during school, he's the one that told me to go to University of South Carolina to go to journalism school. But with that thing, it caught my attention just because like it was so much interesting things to look into,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of laws that you had to look into,
Yep.
and then I came from my heart of what I would think is right, and I don't know. I guess I loved it. I love that, and obviously I still love you today. I'm still here every time you let me speak.
So I bring him back periodically to speak to classes, and it's always a good sign when the class is over or the next class, they said, "Would you please bring Brandon back again?"
Yes, sir.
You left them wanting more.
Well, hopefully, as I said, I'm going to have to talk to someone at University of South Carolina to be mutually beneficial. I would love to be an adjunct professor with the University of South Carolina for eternity, I guess. We'll work out something here, but I would love to. If you're retired, sir, I'd like to step up as like one of your brainchilds of that and teach this next level thing that I want to teach at University of South Carolina, which I'd absolutely love to do.
The students clearly have been hungry for your life lessons.
Yes, sir.
Far more than my lectures on,
You're the smartest man in the room, clearly, and I will say that without a doubt, because you have to, how far you've come and what you've been able to help in all the people's lives you touched. We're here because of you. There was one more thing that I had to say along those lines of, slipping my mind right now. Oh, when I first left for LA to pursue my acting career, I wanted to go back and be able to talk to your class about something. So